Sweetheart, Trevor was just telling me that you're staying with him. I'm so sorry that you and Mateo have had a rough patch, but until it passes, we'd love to have you stay here with us.
You think I would live with you after what you've done? You have the nerve to believe that I would live under your roof?
Sweetheart, you can come and go as you want. I promise I won't meddle.
Stop lying. I heard everything. Mateo got custody of Max because you put the fix in with that judge. Once again, you played with our lives. We were working this out on our own.
I'm sorry, sweetheart. I was trying to help.
Well, you didn't. You trash everything you touch.
We have an appointment with Dr. Clayton tomorrow. Maybe she'll listen to him, because she certainly tuned me out.
She's probably still reeling from the news.
Yeah, well, that makes two of us. Personally, I think she's still upset about the way I reacted when I found out.
Well,
I mean, I didn't exactly break out any cigars.
You were scared to death.
Well, she's not. As far as I can see, she's not dealing with the risk to her health in any way. I mean, she's already talking in plurals, like, we're hungry, we're going to bed.
Well, if she's already made the decision, she's got to deal with the potential consequences.
I certainly hope Clayton can make her understand that. Anyway, we shouldn't be talking about it now. So, what's the story with you and the princess?
Of course, I knew you were going to get to that. She's fine. We went out dancing. That's about it, you know.
Yeah, and...
What? You like her?
Yeah, I like her. She's great. She's fine, except that she happens to be on the rebound, you know. That thing between her and Ryan that was very serious.
I know all about Ryan, believe me. But it's over. Besides, it's not like I'm asking her to move in with me or anything.
You don't have to. You're already living together.
Knock it off. We're just hanging out. Having a good time.
You know, he's seriously right there.
Okay, all right.
You're
You got any bug repellent?
Honey? Have we got any mosquito repellent?
I don't know, Tad. Did you put it in the bag like I asked you to?
You know, I think I got some in my truck. I'll go get it. We need to go anyway, actually.
Yeah. Okay, well, it was just great seeing you all. You too. Okay.
Yeah. I'll be back with the stuff, all right?
Bye. Boys, why don't you, light these citronella candles, all right? And that'll help. Just be careful with those matches. Don't mess around, okay?
Sorry about the bug attack.
That's okay. That's all right. So, taking Julian, huh?
Maybe. Although he won't admit to anything.
Well, they were at our wedding, you know, at Liza and Adam's wedding.
Yeah, but that could just be coincidence.
Well, maybe. Maybe not, you know. Maybe she's using him to get over Ryan.
Is that bad?
No, not necessarily. I mean, he's very handsome, and he has a soft spot for anybody who's hurting.
That's so.
Yeah. And Jillian qualifies.
That's true. She is the poster child for heartbreak.
All I'm saying is that if she's still carrying a torch for Ryan, then Jake could just be the perfect one to, I don't know, blow it out.
Have you arrested? I'm definitely reporting that judge to the bar.
You can't prove a damn thing.
I'll dump you both on your jurisprudence.
Please. Please, this is my problem now, Uncle Trevor. Do whatever you have to do legally. But let me handle Adam.
You okay, Tink?
Hell no. I'm not. But I have a good idea of what's going to make me feel better.
Well, whatever you're giving me, he deserves it. I'll see you at home, okay?
Sweetheart, you have every reason to be cross with me.
Cross? Cross is how you feel when someone drinks all of the orange juice and puts the empty container back in the refrigerator. Cross is not how you feel when your father ruins your life.
Sweetheart, try to understand. You were miserable. You told me yourself that Mateo was torn apart by those custody hearings. I was trying to help you both.
Oh, you did. You helped us right out of our marriage.
Did you expect me to stand there and watch you suffer?
What I didn't expect was for you to rip a child away from his mother on my behalf. That is not what Mateo wanted. We never wanted that. And you know what? It's been a downward spiral ever since. Because Max hates me, and he's angry at the world, and he's completely traumatized. And you know what? I understand how he feels completely, because I hate me. And I'm mad at the world. Only I'm too old to throw a temper tantrum. So you know what I do instead? I reach for a bottle.
Sweetheart, I am so sorry. I never meant for...
I am not blaming you for my drinking reflexes. That's on me. But I do blame you for setting this whole thing in motion because you could not let me live my own life. No, you had to jump in and meddle and manipulate and control everything. You know why I'm here? I came here because I felt guilty. Because I didn't tell you the truth about me and Mateo last night. Because you'd thrown me this wonderful surprise party, and I kept thinking how terrible it was that I had to pretend everything was perfect. What a joke you are. Like I would ever have to be truthful to you. The truth is something that is completely wasted on you.
All right, that is enough. Your father has changed, Hayley, and I'm not going to stand here and let you attack him for caring for you.
Sweetheart, Hayley and Mateo have separated.
Well, I didn't know. I'm sorry.
No, finish, tell her. You finish telling her how you set the whole thing in motion, how you bribed the judge to give Mateo custody of his son.
Adam has already told me, Hayley, after he did it. Now, I don't approve. I didn't approve, but I'm not condemning it either because I know he did it for his love for you.
Oh, the ever-popular I did it out of love alibi, which ranks right there in between diplomatic immunity and a license to kill.
I think you're overreacting.
Oh, really? Am I? What if the almighty puppeteer had played God with your life? What if he had been keeping secrets from you, Liza?
Adam has changed, and we've made a pact that we would never keep secrets from each other.
Oh, Liza. Don't be a fool.
I'm sorry you got caught in the middle of that. It's been a long time since Hayley and I have had a good knockdown, drag-out fight.
Really didn't look like anyone was knocking anyone down but her. You didn't even have your dukes up.
I didn't have to. I have you. It means a lot to me that you still believe in me.
Why wouldn't I? I think you've learned your lesson. I mean, you would never, ever, ever lie to me, would you?
I love you too much to risk losing you now.
Hey, pal, how you doing?
Oh, I'm good. Can't promise it's gonna stay that way if the segments keep running short. What are you doing?
Research.
High-risk pregnancies?
Yeah.
I don't recall green lighting a segment on that.
You didn't.
Oh, you're actually gonna come up with an idea to present me.
Not really. Dixie's pregnant.
Are you kidding? Oh, you must be so happy. I am so happy. I'm so happy for the both of you. Oh.
No, Adam already okayed the expenses for the film project. You don't have to go back to him about it. Oh, excuse me, I can't talk now. I'll call you back.
One of your real estate people?
Hi, darling.
Hi.
Listen, sweetheart, did you ever get a chance to talk to Adam about that thing that we talked about?
What thing?
About Scott taking more control of his trust fund.
Oh, that. Not yet.
Well, you know, that's why Mr. Alexander was so snippy.
Adam's money man was snippy.
Yeah. I mean, he said, well, you know, a camera and film and all that's unnecessary. I don't think I should have to pay for it.
I've never seen him snippy before. Well, he's always taking care of things like that.
Well, maybe he should just take care of Adam. And you know, Scott is a grown-up, darling. He's a college graduate, and I think he should be making his own decisions about his budget and expenditures.
Well, what's so wrong about having someone else write his checks?
It's silly for him to have to ask permission for every nickel and dime he spends of his own money.
But he doesn't. He has an allowance, a monthly allowance, and if he needs more, Adam has never once said no to me.
But Stuart, Scott's a grown-up. He doesn't need to be on an allowance anymore.
Well, I am on an allowance, and I love it. I don't like dealing with money.
I know, darling, that you're happy to be on allowance, but I don't think Scott is happy about it.
Well, it's been all right up to now.
Well, that's because he was a child. Darling, how is he ever going to learn how to handle real money if he doesn't have control of it?
Okay. Yeah, I guess you're right. I'll be sure to talk to Scott about it.
Okay.
Talk to me about what?
This is just perfect. I can't believe it. I am so happy. Our kids are going to go to school together, and they're going to be side by side and ride bikes together. And isn't it funny? After all the time that we've known each other, our kids are going to end up together.
Well, let's not start planning prom dates just
Oh,
yet.
no, they're going to do homework together, and they're going to eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches together. And oh, if you have a girl, we can have sleepovers and slumber parties.
You
And
gonna plan the whole social calendar?
oh, they're going to be so cute. I mean, Dixie must be so happy. I am so happy. When I come back to work full-time, I promise you, I'm going to do everything I can to make a nursery, and our children can be side by side in little cribs.
Honey, you're really getting ahead of yourself on this one, okay?
Well, what does she do?
It's not...
Oh,
Yeah.
now wait a second. You should be 2 feet off the ground, just sort of dancing on air. What's going on?
She can't have the baby.
What do you mean? No, you guys love children. You are an awesome father to
If she carries the baby to term, it could kill her. Apparently, with only one kidney, going through the pregnancy puts an incredible strain on Dixie's body. You add that to her heart condition, and she's a sure bet for complications if she carries the baby to term.
Now, I know that Dixie gave her kidney to her brother, but I didn't think there was any serious complications.
It's life-threatening for both her and the baby.
Please, God, no.
Personally, I don't want to take the chance.
Which means?
It means that Dixie and I have a very hard decision to make very soon.
This is unfair.
Yeah, it is. Nonetheless, we have to make a choice, and we have a very limited window of time.
There are no good choices.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, losing my wife isn't an option.
But miracles can happen, Tad.
No, Liza, the odds are stacked against us.
Well, did you talk to her doctors?
Yes, I've got medical opinions coming out of my ears. That's what I'm doing here right now. I'm getting more information. And by the way, we haven't told a lot of people, and we want to keep it that way. You know, we don't want to have to answer a bunch of questions if we decide not to go forward with this.
You know, I can't help but feel that it's not as bleak as you think. They are doing remarkable things with high-risk pregnancies these days.
That's what Dixie's hoping for. She plans on being the exception to the rule. She thinks that just by being pregnant is proof that this baby was meant to be.
Oh, Dad, she's carrying your baby. She's happy.
Deliriously happy. Unfortunately, not very sensible.
Well, how could someone be logical at a time like this?
Somebody has to.
Dixie has survived a lot in her life. Maybe she'll just make it.
I think they call that wishful thinking.
Well, you know what? Maybe not. Maybe if she does everything that they ask, she takes all the precautions, she follows the doctor's orders, she stays in bed, she can weather this.
And if she doesn't?
Well, I know how much she means to you.
I am not going to lose my wife. I won't. After everything we've been through to get this far, it's just not going to happen.
Sorry.
For what?
I shouldn't have said anything. Me of all
Oh,
people.
honey, come on. can say whatever you want. I mean, you just had Colby. You know better than anybody else what Dixie feels for this child.
I just feel so bad. And if there's any time you want to talk, either one of you, I'm here to listen.
I know. Thanks.
Hi. Oh, I'm sorry, am I interrupting?
No.
No. Come on in.
You two look like you're planning a funeral or something.
Oh, no, ratings.
How are they?
Oh, coming up?
Oh, well, that's good news then, huh? So don't look so glum, Dad. Oh, Liza, baby, you look so tired.
I have a newborn at home.
Well, I hope you're eating to keep up your strength. As a matter of fact, why don't you come over and have dinner with me and Stuart tonight?
Oh, that's nice, but I actually have to work late.
Overtime already?
Yes. Yeah, we have a campaign that we're working on.
Yeah, big.
Big, and I have to break in Eli as my assistant.
Well, all the more reason to take an hour off and have a nice home-cooked dinner.
You're cooking?
Heaven forbid, not me. Stuart is.
Well, that sounds really nice, but you know what? I think I'm actually just gonna eat the sandwich that's at my desk.
Oh, Liza, I really don't approve of this.
Mom, we'll just make it another night.
Well, what's a mother to do? What about Adam? Will he be joining you with the sandwiches?
Hardly. Adam likes to eat at home.
All by himself? Well, why don't I invite Adam to dine with me and Stuart tonight?
Oh, I think that would be nice. I think he might like that.
Yeah, eating alone is no way to go through life.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Mom, for everything. And listen, why don't I walk you out,
Okay.
and we can talk.
Bye, Tad. Well, darling, I'm surprised Adam is letting you work such long hours.
Well, he wants me to love what I do, don't you?
Well, I wasn't criticizing you or Adam. I'm just surprised that Adam is so much less controlling right now than he usually is.
Mother.
You run along, okay, sweetheart? Talk to your new assistant. I'll call you later, all right?
Okay.
Okay. I love you.
Love you.
Okay, here we go. Alrighty. Adam! Guess who's coming to our house for dinner tonight? You, darling. Hi. You did what you had to do at the gallery, huh?
Yeah. All finished. Oh, you taste good.
Oh, thank you. Well, your pesto taste is good?
Now, never. Oh, I just got a wonderful idea for a painting. You wearing nothing but basil leaves. About 5 of them. Oh, this special dinner tonight?
Well, Adam's coming over for the family confab.
Tonight? That was quick.
That's okay with you, isn't it?
Well, yeah, sure. I gotta get down to the market and get the chicken and the bread and
Okay, Adam's bringing some wine.
Good, that's great. Do you need anything?
Yep, a hug. Thank you. Oh, I'm ticklish.
Oh, yum. I hope Adam doesn't stay too late tonight.
I hope not, too. Bye. He is so silly. Oh, dear.
Oh, nice table.
Oh, thanks. Did you do your interview already?
Yeah, it was down and dirty.
Oh, judging from your clothes, it was really dirty.
2 words. Pickup truck and landfill.
Oh, I'd love to hear about it, but I think you should rush upstairs, take a shower, and get ready for dinner because your Uncle Adam's coming over to discuss your finances.
Tonight. That's tonight?
Oh, can I get things together fast or what? Is there a problem?
I can't do it tonight. I have a date.
What? Oh, no!
She's out of time. Is she out of hope? One Life to Live, ABC Daytime.
It's just a family dinner. Why are you getting so freaked?
Look, I'm not getting freaked, but it's a lot more than a family dinner.
Because Uncle Adam's coming?
It's very important, Scott. I'm sure your date will understand.
Understand what?
If you have to cancel your date.
I doubt that.
Darling, the statistics are in your favor. I mean, any girl, anytime, anywhere would want to go out with you.
You gotta get out more.
I beg your pardon.
I'm sorry. It's just, it's very hard to schedule a private life, especially when both of us have such irregular work hours.
Well, I know, darling, and Adam has a very crowded calendar, too. Well, who's the lucky girl?
Becca Tyree? And I'd really hate to disappoint her.
Becca, yes, Becca, that sweet little girl from Pigeon Hollow.
You remember her?
Mm-hmm, sure.
Well, maybe I can invite her to come here.
Oh, no. I mean, no. I mean, what I mean is, it wouldn't work at all. I mean, this is a family dinner, and it's private about your trust fund. I mean, oh dear. I'm sure your father won't be too disappointed if you're not here, Scott.
All right, I'll call her.
You mean you'll call her and postpone?
Yeah. Let me go get changed, and I'll give you a hand, okay?
Oh, thank you, Scott. Thank you. You're an angel. You really are. Okay. Thanks. Thank you. Wow. Oh, you can say it, darling. I've outdone myself.
Yes, you have. And I was inspired, too. I'm making all of Adam's favorite Tex-Mex dishes.
Oh.
But all this fine china, I don't know. I'm afraid my chimichangas may look a little puny.
Oh, darling, your chimneys could never look puny. I adore you. And anyway, Scott can't be eating off paper plates when he's talking about his trust fund.
So you don't mind that I change the menu?
I think it's a wonderful idea, and I wish I'd thought of it myself.
Well, you can't think of everything, Marian.
Oh, hi, Scott.
Hey.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good. Wow, looks like you worked hard, huh?
Nothing but the best for my wonderful stepson.
How am I dressed? 2 down?
No, I like it, but it's a little preppy for tonight. Don't you think we should go maybe a little Wall Street?
Like a tie.
That'd be a great idea. And, oh, wait a minute. Shoes, not sandals, if that's okay with you, and maybe a light summer jacket.
Sure, I'll change.
Thanks a lot, Scott.
Marian, I know you've gone to a lot of trouble. But I just don't want Adam to think you're trying to manipulate him.
But why would he think that, darling?
Scott's trust fund, that's why. See, Adam is, he's a financial genius. And the rest of us, it's just money.
Just money? Oh, darling. Darling, will you get that? I'm still worried about the seating arrangement.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hello? Oh, Liza, hi. Oh, sure, there's always room for one more. Can't wait to see
Liza
you.
can't come. She'll ruin everything.
Yeah.
No. Tell Liza we don't have enough food for 4.
Yeah. Okay. See you then. Bye-bye. What?
Oh, no, Stuart. Call Liza back and tell her she can't come.
Why?
Why? Because 5 for dinner, it's unlucky, darling. It's an odd number. It's just not... Oh, dear. Oh, no. I just spilled some salt 2 times over the shoulder. I mean, darling, you know how superstitious I am.
I do?
Well, yes. Once, a black cat crossed my path. I had shingles for 5 weeks. So call Liza back and save me weeks of agony.
Wait, no. You don't understand. She's not coming tonight.
She's not coming?
No, she wanted to see if she could bring Colby to the gallery showing next week.
Oh, well, of course she can bring Colby there. I really think art appreciation should start in infancy. I took Liza to an art museum when she was just a toddler, although I've got to tell you that the cubists really left her cold.
Will you just fess up? Why didn't you want Liza to come to dinner tonight?
Okay, the truth is, darling, I don't want anything to take us away from our main project here, and that's for Scott to get control of his trust fund.
Okay, but Adam doesn't like to discuss business at meal times. He gives him acid reflux.
But, darling, this is not business, this is family. And how is Scott ever going to learn to spread his wings if Adam keeps control of the purse strings like this? Speaking of which, there's Adam. Darling, okay, you run into the kitchen and take care of the food. I'll let him in. And don't worry. Just follow my lead and everything's going to be fine, Stuart.
Okay.
Well, Adam, right on time. I do adore punctuality in a man.
Good to see Uncle Adam.
Same here, young fella. How's that documentary coming along?
Very well. I'm hoping to have a rough cut ready for preview in a couple of weeks.
Can't wait. Let's sit down.
Well, we couldn't have done it without your grant.
I'm just so glad you didn't have to dig into your trust fund. Speaking of which, I think Scott has something he wants to ask you, Adam.
You could wait till after dinner, Marian.
Oh, darling, don't be shy. I mean, a lost opportunity is a missed opportunity, right? Don't you agree, Adam?
If there's something you'd like to say, Scott, come on, let's have it.
Okay. Working on this video, it's the first time that I've had to work within a budget, and it's been a great discipline. But it's made me realize that I know absolutely zip about how finances work in the quote-unquote real world.
And a good business sense needs to be cultivated.
And that I know absolutely nothing about my trust fund, how it's invested, the stock portfolio, annual returns.
Are you dissatisfied?
No, absolutely not. I'm extremely grateful, in fact. And I think that there's a lot that you could teach me.
Isn't it refreshing to see how vested Scott is in his financial future?
Well, it's obvious someone has given a great deal of thought to this matter. I'd be more than happy to review your trust fund, Scott, with you in great detail.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh, I'll tell Stuart to keep dinner warm.
Why don't you come by the house tomorrow? That way we can discuss this matter in privacy. In the meantime, why don't we take off these blasted ties? I feel like I'm choking to death. Adam, I hope you're hungry. I made all your favorites.
Ooh.
Empanadas, chimichangas, crab meat quesadillas, and blue corn relish. Stuart, those were the best empanadas you've ever made.
Anytime you're in need for a taste treat, just drop by. Oh, by the way, that reminds me. We want you and Liza to stop by to come to a party for the Donald next week.
You know Donald Trump?
No, Donald's the fish that you and your father caught last summer.
Oh, we're gonna eat that.
Yes.
It sounds delightful, but I can't make it.
Oh, prior engagement?
Liza and I have been invited to the Queen's Garden Party at Buckingham Palace.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, Stuart, why didn't you tell me? Where's our invitation? Oh, my goodness, I'm going to have to get a tea dress, or maybe I can get it when we're at Harrods in London.
Marian, don't get excited. We're not invited.
We weren't?
No. Adam's the one who knows all the famous people and the movie stars. Everybody I know is an artist.
Without your cooking, they'd all be starving artists. Don't be discouraged, darling. I'll give the Queen your regrets.
Very funny, Adam, very funny.
Dinner was delicious. You certainly know how to put on the dog, Marian, but not this dog. What are you up to?
And to what are you referring, Adam?
A few weeks ago, you were intent on taking over control of Stuart's finances. Now, tonight, Scott suddenly wants to take control of his trust fund. Coincidence? Something in the water? What's going on here?
Look, suggesting that Scott could be manipulated is really an insult to him.
That wasn't my intention.
Oh, Adam, he's a good, talented, intelligent young man, and it makes a great deal of sense that he wants to learn about finances from a mogul like you. I mean, he looks upon you as a mentor. He really does.
Marian, if I ever go into politics, I want to hire you as my spin doctor. Well, I hate to eat and run, but I have a date with my wife and my daughter. Stuart, the cooking was delicious. Scott, see you tomorrow. Marian?
Night, Adam.
Good night.
Bye, Adam.
Well, I gotta run too, if that's okay.
Okay, but have a good time. Drive safely.
All right.
Bye, Scott.
Bye-bye.
Ago, you were intent on taking over control of Stuart's finances. Now tonight, Scott suddenly wants to take control of his trust fund. Coincidence? Something in the water? What's going on here?
Look, suggesting that Scott could be manipulated is really an insult to him.
That wasn't my intention.
Oh, Adam, he's a good, talented, intelligent young man, and it makes a great deal of sense that he wants to learn about finances from a mogul like you.
Hello, Uncle Adam. How are you doing?
Fine.
We're not late, are we?
No, you're right on time. Marian, is there something you need?
No, nothing.
Well, then, don't let us keep you. Here we go. You're hovering.
There's no need to be rude, Adam.
I invited Scott to lunch, not you.
I know, but since this is an historic moment, I didn't want to miss it.
Historic in what way?
The launching of Scott as your protege and you as his mentor, of course.
You make him sound like a cruise ship.
Well, I'd like to break open a bottle of champagne.
Scott, why don't you help yourself to some iced tea? I'll be right with you.
Thanks.
Marian, I thought I made it perfectly clear that the meetings about Scott's trust fund were strictly off limits to you.
Adam, I'm not here to horn in on anything. I came to see Liza and to give Colby a baby present.
Ah, well, you'll find her up in the nursery, I'm sure.
And I'm not going to stay long. I've got an appointment at the Glamorama, okay? Scott, enjoy your lunch and absorb all the information your uncle tells you and pass it on to me and Stuart tonight at dinner, okay?
I'll do that.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Adam?
Before we start this meeting, there's one very important question I have to ask you.
Fire away.
Was this your idea or Marian's?
Well, Lucretia still makes mean mushroom omelet.
Your discretion is admirable, but you still haven't answered my question. Does Marian have anything to do with this sudden interest in your trust fund?
No, you've been swimming in a shark tank too long. Not everyone has ulterior motives, Uncle Adam.
Marian may turn into Jell-O when she's around your father, but she still has all her teeth, and she keeps them razor sharp.
Better not let Liza hear you talking like that.
I assure you, Liza and I are in complete agreement as to your stepmother's machinations.
You know, my father loves her, and that's enough for me. Besides, this discussion is supposed to be about my trust fund, not my father's marriage.
Fine. To the business at hand.
And furthermore, what's wrong with Marian sticking up for my father and I if she's got our best interests in mind?
Nothing, as long as she doesn't stick it to me in the process.
She's a fighter. She goes for what she wants. Since when do you disapprove of that?
I mean like mother, like daughter?
I mean like you, Uncle Adam.
Yes, I get your point. All right, Scott. What is it you really want?
In terms of what?
Well, your career, for starters. How serious are you about this movie-making business?
Oh, I've never been more committed to anything in my life. I mean, I'm using everything I know and still trying to realize how much I have to learn.
Really?
Yeah, you remember that economics course you suggested I take?
Certainly you weren't very excited about it at the time.
No, I was sure I would sleep through every class. But I'm glad I didn't, because everything I learned there is essential to my documentary.
How?
Well, I had to post bond to get the equipment I needed.
Yeah, well, how else?
Juggling the finances to get the project off the ground.
I gave you the money.
Yeah, but I don't expect you to be a bottomless pit of cash. I'm gonna have to stay within my budget.
Well, that's a lesson that I learned early on, too.
You and I both. Look, we're a lot more alike than you think.
But your father's an artist. Making films is supposed to be an art form, isn't it?
It's part of it, certainly. But I'm talking about putting the whole thing together.
Executive producing.
Exactly. Look, you're a financial legend. You could teach me a lot. And I want to learn all of it.
About how to make money.
About how to make money work for me. So that I can make the films that I want without losing my ideals or cutting corners.
Spoken like a true artist.
I wish. So the question is, will you teach me what I need to know?
Teach you what?
Hello, my darling.
Hello.
We were just talking about turning mere money into gold. Scott, you're on. Welcome aboard.
Well, where is everybody? Opal?
Hi.
I'm so sorry. Did I keep you waiting, Mrs. Chandler? Do you have an appointment?
Well, of course I have an appointment. Why would I be standing here otherwise?
Okay, I see it right here. You have a facial, a manicure, and a hair appointment.
Is this the only smock that you have?
Oh, no, ma'am. I can get you another one.
Oh, never mind. Excuse me, but aren't you Mrs. Adam Chandler?
Oh, no, that's my daughter's husband.
This is Mrs. Stuart Chandler.
Oh, the quiet one.
Do you have a problem with that?
That's your problem.
And what's that supposed to mean? My husband is worth 3 of you, you stupid, silly, old crone!
I am not your best friend, Erica. You don't know how to be a friend. You threw me and Petey to the biggest, baddest wolf there ever was without a second thought.
Oh, boy, you
know,
are so
if Palmer
wrong.
had his way, we would be living in a refrigerator carton out on the corner.
Listen, didn't Adrian tell you about our conversation?
What? That you say that you're going to keep him from pulling any fast ones?
Yes, and I meant it.
Oh, please.
Palmer wouldn't dare cross me. I just helped him hold on to his position at Cortland Electronics. He owes me big time, and he even said it right after the board meeting.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't count on it. Palmer suffers from a condition called selective amnesia.
Well, then you're just going to have to trust me on this, Opal. I swear to you, I will never allow Palmer to punish you and Petey.
What, you and the United States Marines are going to keep him from doing that? Don't you know who you're dealing with here? Have you forgotten what that man did to me? How he locked me in a prison cell down in the basement just to save his bloody paintings?
You know.
How he tried to take Petey away from me?
You know very well that I have not forgotten. Of course I haven't forgotten. But you won the custody battle. You've caught Petey.
Court custody doesn't mean diddly squat to Palmer. Cortland Electronics was Petey's future, and you let that old hound take it away from him. You did it right before my very eyes.
No, that's not true. I tried to tell you before the meeting how I was leaning, but I guess you didn't want to hear it. You were talking. I don't know. But I do know that Adrian is very competent, and I have very strongly told Palmer that he needs to take this into consideration, all of Adrian's ideas.
Erica, this is all just empty words. I mean, the moment you voted for Palmer, you showed your true colors.
Now, just exactly what is that supposed to mean?
I told you that Adrian would be the best man to run that company. Oh, but you put about as much stock in my opinion as you do in a hair dryers. You think I'm not worthy of doing anything but teasing hair and slapping makeup on people.
Now, don't you dare presume to tell me what I think. You, of all people, you should know that I'm one of your strongest supporters.
I only know what I see with my own 2 eyes.
Oh, Opal, there you are, darling. You should really invest in a receptionist because Oh, hello, Erica. You look beautiful, even prettier than in the newspaper.
Well, thank you.
So what's the trouble, Marian? I see Becca got you a smock. The beverages are self-service. What do you need?
There was no one outside to greet me, Opal.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, honey. You know, I haven't hired my full staff yet, my permanent staff, so I hope to do that before the opening.
Oh, so you mean that little girl from Pigeon Hollow is temporary?
Becca? Oh, well, no, she signed on, but at least till the end of the summer, but...
As what?
Well, Girl Friday, she, you know, helps around here, helps with Petey, whatever.
Well, let's hope in the fall that she goes back to the sticks, where she belongs.
Well, you better get that facial quick before that frown becomes permanent, honey. It's got her knickers in a twist.
Opal, as I was saying, you have so many talents. I mean, you're the one who came up with the recipe to save the chicken shack. And then Palmer, with his business acumen, well, he just made it even more of a sensation.
Yeah, well, Adrian has business acumen up the wazoo. He would have worked wonders for that company.
But he's so green, Opal, and Palmer has all those years and years of experience.
You're verging on senility. Yeah, that's true. Adrian is smart as a whip. He knows his stuff. He went to MIT, for crying out loud.
He went to MIT?
Yes.
I didn't know that. Well, I mean, I never doubted his intelligence, not for a minute. But did you know that Adrian only submitted his name for CEO to please you? I mean, his heart wasn't in it.
How do you know?
He told me. And in the meantime, Opal, look at what you have accomplished right here. I mean, you've taken this dreary old
Cortland Manor, you've made it into this fabulous spa where people come in to be transformed, where they get pampered from head to toe and made to feel beautiful, where they shine to their personal best. That's where your talents really lie, Opal.
They do.
You're a genius at it, Opal. My goodness, people are going to be calling from all over the world to get an appointment here at the Glamorama. Yes, they are. They're going to have to book their reservations a year in advance to get into the Glamorama. And then, you know what I believe? I believe people are going to beg you to open branches. In Paris, in Tokyo, in Moscow. Opal, you're going to be a legend in your own time, just like I am.
I will?
Yes, you will. And you won't even need Palmer Cortland or his company, because you can do it on your own. Opal, how would you like to do a joint publicity venture with me and Enchantment? I mean, something that's going to benefit both of us.
How's Colby? Where is she?
Oh, she's the perfect, most wonderful baby ever.
You mean she's asleep?
Yes, she is. So, are you coming to work at Chandler Enterprises?
Me?
Yeah. Didn't you say welcome aboard?
Oh, no. Uncle Adam's going to teach me the finer points of managing money, specifically my own.
Your money?
My trust fund. I figure it's about time.
Really? Well, did, the travel agent call about the London itinerary?
No. Oh, that gives me an idea. How would you like to come to the Queen's garden party with us?
Queen Elizabeth?
There'll be some heavy hitters from the film industry there. It would be a good opportunity for me to introduce you to them. What do you say?
I guess so, if that's okay with Liza.
Hey, the more the merrier. But if you don't invite my mother, she's going to have a huge fit.
Ah, yes, your mother. What gift did she bring for Colby?
What?
Marian. She came by to drop off a gift for Colby. Didn't she find you?
Mm-mm. Oh, I could have been down at the stables. Did she say where she was headed?
Glamorama, I believe.
Oh, well, I'm going to go pop in and surprise her.
Oh.
Good to see you.
You too.
Let me hug. See you later.
Oh, where was I?
These heavy hitters you're going to introduce me to in London.
Yes, the ones you're going to meet in London at the garden party, yes.
Yeah. So, how am I going to pitch these guys to invest in my future projects? I mean, you're a master at this. How did you get your start?
Well, like you, I felt I needed a mentor. So I'd read about an industrialist, a very famous man, one of the most wealthy people in the world. But in his later years, he'd become quite eccentric, completely reclusive, lived in Las Vegas.
Wait a minute, you're not talking about...
Yeah. I wrote him a letter. I told him that I had a company I wanted to form, an idea anyway. But I must have struck a chord because about a month later, I got a call.
I almost didn't recognize you.
Oh, Liza, what on earth are you doing here?
Oh, I just wanted to come by and seek you out and thank you for the lullaby tape.
Oh, you're welcome. Stuart picked it out.
Did you know that Scott was having lunch with Adam today at the house?
Oh, well, yes, darling. I drove him there myself.
Really? Whose idea was that?
I think it was Adam's. I mean, you know how fond he is of Scott.
Yeah, this looked a little bit like a business meeting.
Really? What were they saying?
Well, apparently Adam has agreed to be Scott's mentor, help him manage his trust fund.
Oh, that's just wonderful. Oh, now Stuart will be so pleased to hear that.
I'm not as pleased as Stuart's wife.
Darling, what does that mean?
Well, Mother, you had Adam over to the house to manage,
airport to talk about managing Stuart's trust fund, and then all of a sudden it seems like you have a direct pipeline into Scott's trust fund. I mean, what a coincidence.
Oh, now, darling, don't blame me if Scott seems to be more driven than we ever realized.
Mother, please, your fingerprints are all over this little scheme.
Oh, Liza. Oh, dear, I've got a manicure. I better go find out what...
You are not going to change the subject. I don't know what you're doing, but I know you're involved in this somehow.
Oh, Liza, that's nonsense.
Mother, I want you to tell me this secret. What little thing are you hatching that involves my husband and your stepson?
Sit down, Opal.
So what kind of publicity venture are you talking about?
I am talking about a press conference to announce my new line of cosmetics at Enchantment.
Enchantment is launching another new line?
This one is so special. This one is so different. But I can't tell you any details, of course, unless I know you're in. That's it. I can, however, tell you it is going to be such a spectacular marketing venture, a fabulous, spectacular success.
You really think so?
I know so, Opal. Don't I always bat 1,000 when I sell cosmetics?
And there is no plot. I mean, Scott feels the need to take over his financial future himself.
Oh, with a push from you, no doubt.
Donnie, he didn't need a push, just like you didn't need a push to take over WRCW.
Mother, I know that you have something, that you're involved in all of this. How did you grease the skids to make this happen?
I didn't.
Mother, you couldn't get your hands on Stuart's trust fund, and so now you're going to get your hands on Scott's trust fund.
I am not. Look, Scott is an adult, darling. He should be in charge of his own money. Now, I don't know why you're blaming me, but I'm not going to sit here and be grilled by my own daughter.
Mother.
I'm going to go find the manicurist. Would you excuse me, Liza? We'll talk later.
So, are you in or not?
Well, I don't know. I got to think about it.
Opal, this is a golden opportunity for whatever salon does this with me. I mean, this is publicity you couldn't buy even if you wanted to. A liaison with me, an Enchantment, a new line of cosmetics. Opal, you'd be crazy to turn this down.
Yeah, well, I was crazy. Do you think you'd vote for Adrian as CEO, too? Look where that got me.
All right, suit yourself. But I really do see great big things happening for both of us. If only you can find it in your heart to forgive him.
Liza, darling, the manicurist can take me now, so the interrogation's over.
Well, I could tip her a little extra to put bamboo under your nails.
Liza!
No, forget it. I have to go to a production meeting and I'm 5 minutes late for. I still don't think that you're rehabilitated.
Well, you can ask my husband.
Oh, by the way, were you the reason that Adam invited Scott to the garden party?
To the what?
The Queen's garden party in London.
He didn't. No, I'm not responsible, but is he going to invite Stuart and me as well?
Oh, not that I know of. Listen, Mother, no more dinners without me, okay? No more secrets? Bye-bye.
Bye.
What's old Lady Greenlee looking at you like that for? I hope you put enough bleach on her hair to make it all fall out. She's such a snob. I don't know why she comes here anyway. She always makes me feel like something she cleaned out of her cat box. She do that to you, too?
No, of course not, because I just don't let people like that get to me.
Well, I'm glad, because the truth is, you know you're better than that.